said started in June of '91, and 30 years just went by so fast. It's hard to believe that it's been 30 years, and this is my final day. So you start as a firefighter, and to an MPO, to captain, deputy chief, and fire chief. So kind of ran the ranks through here, and every position was enjoyable. I loved the job, every minute of it. There weren't many days where I got up dreading to come to work. So you look back on everything, just great memories, and hard calls and good calls that had outcomes where you made a difference. And that's kind of what you try to remember. The differences you make that had positive outcomes on people's lives, whether it's an ambulance call or a fire that went right. But it's been a great ride. The best part of it is, the people we work with here. I truly enjoyed working with everyone, and we're like a big family. And obviously not all families get along at all the times, but in the end, we've always supported each other, helped each other out, and that's what it's all about. So when I look back, good memories from calls, but better memories of the people I worked with. That's what I'll miss the most, is being on shift and working with the members of the department. The stories, it's with the crew and the members, and stuff that wasn't planned on or maybe scripted, just that kind of popped up. Because like we said earlier, we're one big family, and sometimes it was pranks on each other, or a call where it was a difficult one, and you discuss it, and you work through it. But I can't really pinpoint one memory, because there's been so many memorable calls or memorable times in the station, people coming and going, and it's been quite a ride. But we've had certain fires and that I remember and stick in your mind. A vintage fire, this was years ago, back in the 90s, and that was a significant fire, and we were inside doing interior operations, and that got quite dicey for a little bit, and that one will always stick in my mind. I just remember coming out of the building, and the vintage was on fire, not just a little bit. It had gone from a little fire to a major fire, where the building was pretty much all involved, and the front half of the building had apartments, living quarters above it, and there were fire coming out of there, and I just look out of that, and I'm glad we made it out. But that call will always stick in my mind. There's so many fires that we've had, the Obermeyer building, and house fires, and multiple house fires going at once, and it's just, those are memories. And then obviously EMS calls, we do that all the time. We do it every day. We're not going to talk about those, but there's really difficult calls that will be stuck in your mind forever. And there's always the good calls that, we really made a difference there. We helped the outcome here, and it's just a gamut of memories that I have. It just, right now, your head is kind of spinning as this is your last day, and trying to reflect on everything. It's going to be difficult. This is, last time you're walking out. I don't know. I think it's going to be, hopefully good memories again, going back on that. And I'm just knowing, I guess what I'll walk out is I did my best. I always try to do best. What was for the department first and foremost is the safety of our members, making sure that they have everything they need to be able to operate, whether it's the training, the proper equipment, apparatus that they can rely on. Because when it comes right down to it, right now in my position as the chief, it comes down to our firefighter safety first, and then onto our customers, the community that expects us to protect them, that we can deliver the services that they want. So as I walk out, from my last time here, I would like to think we've made progress in that area, and we're prepared to do it, and just leaving with good memories. And I think we're in a good place, And we certainly have members that are ready to step up. They're not going to miss me because that's what we do here. We mentor and we train, and no one person should define this organization. We should be able to move on with somebody retiring or leaving, and I'm going to be happy that it's a new opportunity for new members, and they'll continue to run a first-class organization for Wisconsin Rapids. Well, somebody that wants to be a firefighter, we're trying to get into the high schools now. Our public education committee is working with a cadet program, and if you're a high school student that are unclear of what career path you want to do, sign up for the cadet program and see if this is a job that you would like. I would tell you, once you come in and join the cadet program, I would be surprised if you didn't think, wow, this is something I'd like to do or something I could see myself doing for the rest of my life, because it's truly, in my opinion, one of the best jobs in the world. It's one of the most rewarding jobs you could ever ask for. No day at work is the same. Every day is different, and you'll look forward to coming to work, every day. A chief, it's setting your blueprint for your career and your plans, and it takes, education, and probably more formal education and the right certifications. It takes planning, and that's got to be a goal once you're on the fire department, that maybe I want to step up to a different challenge before I retire. So then that comes down to bettering or continuing her education. So but again, it's such a rewarding job, and no day is the same. So we were just talking about this earlier, and I kind of mentioned it to the members today. When I first started, we really didn't have formal training. The training was pretty off the cuff, and we're going to train on this today or that today. And honestly, some of the time I don't think I was prepared, and we got training on the job doing calls, and that's not the way to operate. So and you reflect on that, that's the changes that we made over the years, is that we don't learn on the job, we train so we're prepared for the job, and that's part of being professional and proficient, part of our mission statement. So when I started at 1991, I don't know how you'd have got that training, but I wish I'd have been more experienced or had something to fall back onto when we're going on to calls, because there were a lot of times you were just learning on the job, and that is not right for a fire department. So hopefully today, our firefighters get that training, and when called upon, they're ready. And that's, I look at 1991. I don't know how I would have got that experience or that knowledge, but that's something I wish I had more of as I started my career. But we got there, and so obviously we're here today, and that's one thing I would like. I honestly believe Wisconsin Rapids Fire Department is one of the best fire departments in the state. We do a great job. We've been supported by the city. We've been supported by councils over the years I've been here. We've always gotten to the point of the equipment we need, or the apparatus we need, or the staffing we need. Like I said earlier today, it takes time, because everybody has needs within the city. There's so many departments that have needs also, so it takes time, because we're no better than any other department, and we all have to cooperate and operate together. So I just want to thank the mayors over the years, and the city councils and the community for the support they've given to the fire department. I believe we're a first-class organization, and we'll continue to deliver the services that they expect once I'm gone. So. My next move is, it's 30 years, and like we said, walking out today is, going to be mixed emotions, kind of bittersweet. I'm just taking off for a few months just to see where, your head's at and where I'm going to be. But at some point, who knows where I'll go. maybe more volunteering. I certainly have a lot of hobbies, but I'd like to give back to the community that gave so much to me over my career. So, volunteering a little more and helping out where I can, and just pursuing some of those hobbies that I have that I like to do more, and just enjoying life. You never know what comes tomorrow, I guess. So.
I'm ready. Taking med one. Whatever you want.
We brought back the old man.
All right.
Thank you.